100% from the production from Alsace. We made some sparkling wine. A lot of Pinot Blanc are using for sparkling wine because we made Crémant, and Crémant is exactly the same process that Champagne, but in a lighter style. Here we taste a dry Pinot Blanc. I think it's planted since the 16th century in Alsace. It's a long story with this. As you can see, it's a wine with a lovely purity, little white flower, little lime, a lot of purity, nice little crushed stone, nice mineral. It's a perfect summer wine. It has a lovely freshness. I think it's a perfect wine with some starter. When you have some crab salad, for example, or some with salad with a vinaigrette, sometimes it's very difficult to match some wine. And I think this Pinot Blanc is a wonderful wine because it's not too high in alcohol. It has only 12%, and lovely freshness. And I think it's perfect, especially in this place with a little warmer place, a little more humidity, because when you open the bottle, you finish the bottle. It's not a show wine. It's not a wine to get high score by parker. It's not this way. It's more a wine to match with some light food, and it's to finish the bottle, and it's a wine who made saliva. We have a story about, we have a secret in Alsace. In Alsace, when you come, we have beautiful flower. We have some geraniums. It's very lovely. That's specific of Alsace. We have some storks with the long legs, the birds with the long legs. This is classic from Alsace. And we have the geranium. This is a picture we can imagine from Alsace. When I started early, I'm a farmer. General 5 a.m. I started in summer. And after I take a breakfast. And at 9 o'clock we stop. We open a bottle and we drink the first glass of this Pinot Blanc, light wine. General 11:30, we are a little tired, we stop, we drink a small aperitif, we continue with the second glass of Pinot Blanc. 4 o'clock, you have tea time, we have a Pinot time, is another culture. We drink a third or a fourth glass, and when the bottle is not completely finished, we spray the geranium with the rest of the bottle. And that's the reason why the flowers are beautiful. But it's a secret. Normally I don't tell people. Okay, before we continue with other wine, I will just to explain you a few words about my family and about our philosophy, and after we can have a more discussion. Who is Albertmann? Albertmann is my father-in-law. He made some wine since the 17th century for a long time. And he was one of the first. We are located in Wettolsheim. Wettolsheim is just near Colmar. It's a very small place, just 1,400 inhabitants. It's very small. But a lot of production made some wine. Before we have a farm, we have some cow, we have some pigs and so on. And we have some vineyard in the mountain. And my father-in-law was the first in the village, 1947, to make his own wine in bottle. And since 1960, we sell all our wine directly in bottle. When I arrived, 1984, my father-in-law owned 5 hectares and produced 30,000 bottles. And he sell all local people. My family is viticulture since 1654. That's a long story too. I worked with my father, and 1984 I meet my wife, my father-in-law. He has 2 girls. I can choose. I take the youngest one. And I continue with my father-in-law. And at this period, my brother worked with my father. 1919, my father died, and my brother joins me. And now we work together under the name Albertmann. Albertmann, we own now 20 hectares. We produce 10,000 boxes. That means 120,000 bottles we made each year of wine. And from 0%, now we export 75% of our production in the 5 continents. We have a good market in America, but in different countries in Europe, New Zealand, Australia, a little Hong Kong, Japan, and different places around the world. As I say to you, the particularity of the estate, we are located in 8 villages, and we have roughly 120 different parcels. It's not like in Bordeaux. In Bordeaux, you have the castle, and you have the vineyard around. In Alsace, it's a little different. We have some very small parcels, because it's expensive to buy, and because we have so lot of history. Some parcels are just a little bigger than this place. You see, we have some very small places. And we try to vinificate each grape and each soil, kind of soil, in a different, we made the vinification separately. That means each year we produce between 35 to 40 different kinds of wine. Why we do this? What we try to do, it's not to make the greatest wine, but it's to make a unique wine. Wine with the express of the richness of the soil. As I say to you, we don't work in a technological way. We are not flying winemaker. We work in a traditional way. That means, my philosophy is to say, a wine can never be better than is the grapes. Wine is a memory of the grapes. And for this, we work in the deepness, in the subsoil. We don't, as I say to you, we are completely organically farmed. That means we don't use fertilizer. We don't, what is fertilizer is a salt. And when you bring some salt, you need some water. And after we have big grapes, but you have no substance inside. We don't use herbicide. We plow. Some parcels were very steep. We plow with some horses because we cannot use tractor. And at the end, all is hand picking. We don't work with a harvester machine. We are each year roughly 20 people. During 2 months, we started with a red wine, and we continue with the Pinot Blanc, with the Pinot Gris, the Gewürztraminer, and finish with the Riesling, was the latest ripening site. All is cool bunch pressed. We don't use yeast, only natural yeast. We made the fermentation, and before we put on the bottle, we just made a filtration for the white wine. Because we don't make the second fermentation. We don't make malolactic. We don't make the fermentation like in Burgundy. We have just a classic fermentation because we want to preserve this specific freshness. And the wine is ready. And okay. If you